I'm really honored that we have to work with the Iowa League of Cities and the Greater Des Moines Partnership in this project to bring this to you. Tiffany Tauscheck is the president and CEO of the Greater Des Moines Partnership. For 8 years, Tiffany's been leading various areas of work at the partnership, including organizational strategic planning, operations, culture, investor relations, downtown economic development, and high-profile regional initiatives and placemaking projects. Tiffany's passionate about regional collaboration and projects that impact the Greater Des Moines quality of life. The Greater Des Moines Partnership includes 23 affiliate chambers in the region, and it was the Greater Des Moines region that was the first in the country to identify civility as an actionable item on the regional strategic plan. To speak to us about the role of civility and stability in community prosperity, please join me in welcoming Tiffany Tauscheck.
Thanks so much, Scott. Really appreciate that kind introduction, and thanks for the invitation to be here today. I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you are seeing on your screens a slide that says Greater Des Moines Partnership. And I will just jump right in and share with you more about the Greater Des Moines Partnership. And Scott, I think you did a really great job in setting the stage and making it clear that we hope that by sharing some examples from our different organizations and our leadership, that others can be inspired, certainly informed, but have actionable takeaways from these conversations today. So thanks again for hosting. So with that, about the partnership, Scott touched on this just briefly, but the Greater Des Moines Partnership truly is the economic development and community development organization for the Greater Des Moines region. We represent 23 different affiliate chambers of commerce, which is representative of 6,500 businesses that are members of those affiliates and therefore members of the Greater Des Moines Partnership. We represent 11 counties in our footprint, and we have more than 400 investors, and these are companies that invest in the partnership to activate upon the strategic needs of the region. Overall, this makes us the 4th largest regional chamber of commerce in the entire country, and that matters as you're looking to get things done. So here's just another look at the work that we do in driving and supporting local small business, as well as those 11 counties, and economic development and community development throughout those. We have heard over and over again also the continued need and focus for talent initiatives. So economic development and talent development are key areas of focus. Here's a look at the 11 county footprint that we represent, which it does include those 23 affiliate chambers of commerce, as well as a number of businesses, investors, policymakers, and more. And of course, as stated, it is critical that civility really is at the center of the work that we do, and that we can disagree in a respectful way. We talk often about the secret sauce in Greater Des Moines, and hopefully all of you also have your own blend of secret sauce. And we view secret sauce in Greater Des Moines with a focus on regionalism. So the partnership connects with the entire region through those affiliate chambers of commerce, those businesses, those investors, policymakers, to move forward with one region with one voice. We also have at the center public-private partnerships. What we're able to do is driven in large part due to those public-private partnerships, driving forward major projects and initiatives. We also have a significant focus on corporate leadership and community visioning. And we have a number of community visioning projects and plans. All have been represented and driven major milestones throughout the entire region. Very recently, we've been working on the Capital Crossroads 3.0 regional roadmap, which has led to hundreds of successes. And you'll be seeing soon that next iteration of that regional roadmap and vision plan. We've partnered with the Community Foundation, United Way, our arts and culture organizations, our education organizations, businesses, other nonprofits, and government, all to build together these plans, because we truly believe that we're going to be better together. When we think about the impact that we can have, we think about it in terms also of regional momentum. We've had significant momentum throughout the Greater Des Moines region. We are very honored to be able to tout some examples of that regional success through different rankings and recognitions. We have some of these on the screen. We also have a number of them on our website if you'd like to take a look. We leverage these in terms of storytelling and helping attract talent and business into our region. Additionally, we've seen significant population growth. Just in the last 10 years, we've seen an increase of 16.3% in terms of population growth. And this really matters as we're looking to set ourselves apart as a region. We also have had significant growth in terms of being the fastest growing metro in the Midwest and second fastest growing in the country in terms of foreign-born population moving into our region. We are very, very proud of this stat and want to continue to grow that number as we continue to drive talent initiatives forward. Also, in terms of employment growth, we've seen significant growth in the last 10 years at 17.5%. This really does come back to having that continued commitment to working together. And our GDP growth also continues to be above our peers. So when I first took the role of president and CEO in July, I set out on a listening tour. And I think that has been a good reminder to me and hopefully helps others as you are thinking about your own organizations and how you lead and work with others in thinking about the importance of listening and learning on an ongoing basis. So while I've been at the organization for more than 8 years, as Scott mentioned, new to the seat of CEO, it was imperative to me that I go out and meet with individuals, businesses, policymakers, small business owners, and hear from them directly about what they believe the future of the region to be and what they believe is important and how the partnership can help them as they move forward. Through this, we've had over 360 conversations and all have helped provide me with a better understanding of where we need to take our organization and our region in the future. Our overall key themes that we continue to hear in these conversations are really centered around 4 key areas of need. And certainly there is connective tissue between these 4. Those are workforce, housing, childcare, and of course, education. We also have heard over and over again the importance of the continued need to focus on our Des Moines International Airport, as that's a way that people can continue to do business and do business coming in and around the entire world. We've also heard a need for continued storytelling and a stronger presence throughout those communities in those 11 counties that we represent. And overall, just making sure we're doing our part to lift up others as they have wins and also helping those who are having challenges along the way throughout those communities that we represent in those 11 counties. And overall, what we've heard is that key focus on economic development, which is our mission, and of course, talent development, which is key and critical to all of our businesses that we represent. As we think about also the mention of public-private partnerships and how to drive work forward in a tangible way, we think a lot about placemaking projects. So I'm going to share with you a few examples of some placemaking projects that we've been involved with, but certainly there are many, many others and examples throughout the entire 11 counties that we represent. So the first is the Lauridsen Skate Park. This is the largest skate park in the United States, and this is located along the downtown riverfront in downtown Des Moines. And this was truly a public-private partnership and initiative to get this project underway and going. It opened in 2021. It hosted the Dew Tour in 2021, just days after opening officially. And to this day, even on cold days and sometimes even on rainy days, when you drive by the Lauridsen Skate Park, you can see individuals enjoying the skating. The next is our Des Moines International Airport. So the airport project, again, is one that has taken local, state, and federal partners to secure funding for this new terminal, which is needed in order for us to have additional flights in and out at the Des Moines International Airport. We also know that today's tourists are tomorrow's talent. So it's important that we allow and create opportunities for more visitors to come into our region, as well as helping our businesses do business throughout the entire country in a more easy way through having access with the Des Moines International Airport. We know that the airport plays a critical role in helping us attract and attain talent as well as business. And we also know that the airport is really the first impression that our visitors have about our region. So it's important that they have a positive experience. So with that, this continued focus on the Des Moines International Airport project, again, in terms of public-private partnership, remains one that we are committed to. Another example of a major placemaking project that has taken a broad number of leaders from different sectors to come together, public-private partnerships to move forward, is the Icon Water Trails project. And this project, it has 80 improvements, well, more than 80 even, throughout 150 miles of rivers and creeks throughout central Iowa. This has included the leadership of a diverse group of business leaders, city officials, water enthusiasts, and more, who've all come together to realize this vision of interfacing with our waters and having a greater experience, not only on the banks of the water and the rivers, but also in the water. So this project costs over $125 million for the Icon Water Trails, and it's funded by local municipalities, the state and federal government, as well as a number of private partners. So over the first 5 years of downtown operations, the water trails are anticipated to generate more than $100 million in direct spending. It will support new jobs and new businesses while improving the overall region. The next project that we have been working on with many other partners is the Pro Iowa Soccer Stadium and Global Plaza. We have an opportunity to have a pro sport in our state and view this as one of those key opportunities. This is also an opportunity to clean up what has been a Superfund site, a contaminated site in our downtown, and turn it into something that is beautiful, inclusive, and welcoming to all. And that is the USL Pro Iowa Soccer Stadium and Global Plaza. So this will continue to drive additional talent into the region, as well as helping keep those great talent here. And finally, another example of a major placemaking project that is underway is the Market District. And the plan here is to revitalize space in downtown DSM's east side, which is just south of our historic East Village area. It would include 3,400 housing units, more than 210,000 square feet of office. It would include retail space, parking, of course, but then public space and a park and much, much more. And the idea here, again, is to generate even more vibrancy in and around our region and through these major placemaking projects. So it's just a glimpse of some. There are many, many other wonderful projects that are underway in our region. But again, we really believe that we will be stronger and better together. And we also believe that it will help us all as we think about building forward for the future. It takes the community coming together, those businesses, those nonprofits, those municipalities coming together and identifying not only what the vision in the future looks like, but how do they work together to accomplish this. We believe that this takes civility at the heart of it. It takes that willingness to listen and to learn and to lean in and to not only provide transparency, but to provide clarity along the way. And we do believe that listening to the ideas of others will help shape the future.